What's going on, fellas? It's your boy, the Bus, and we here with another mock draft. And I got the homie in the building, Mr. Toxic, aka Stephen A. Gabby Gab himself.
Yo, yo, yo. Like the bus said, he ain't know by now. I'm the most toxic motherfucker in the DML. And I'm just the hottest voice, man. You got to get me on the shows. Like he said, Stephen A., baby, I'm here. Let's go. Let's make this money.
Yes, sir. So, man, this we here with another mock draft. We did one last year, and the fans and the DML owners have been raving about it, wanting to get another one. So
Yes, sir.
we gonna bring it to you. And if you don't know, our draft will be held Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, sharp. This is where these rookies, get to see where they go if they're gonna stay in the green room forever. You know,
Forever, ever, forever, ever.
um, everybody's been vaccinated, but they still requiring us to wear our masks. So keep your mask on, man. And let's get
At,
back to normal.
at all times, please. And
So
thank you.
let's just start off, man, with the first overall pick, and it goes to a team that I didn't really think would be here. The number one overall pick goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and I got them going defense, man, and I got them taking George Sellers, the cornerback, out of South Carolina. Now, I just looking at the division that the Falcons are in and their opponents. You got the Bucks over there, who's a pass happy team.
Mm-hmm.
The Saints, they try to pass, but I think they got to find their identity. And then you got the Panthers over there who can run and pass the ball. Now last year, the Falcons didn't have a first round pick. They traded it. It was in a trade with the Cowboys, where he got a tight end from the Cowboys who's a great weapon. So he went.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, he traded his first for offensive weapon in a tight end. So I got him going George Sellers with the first offer overall pick. Now this guy is, I think, a beast. Now we're making these decisions based on just pure talent. The combine hasn't came out yet. These guys haven't had their pro day, but just based on talent, man, and what the Falcons need, 6'2", 188. I think George Sellers is that guy that comes in and starts immediately. Now, I know you are a defensive guy, man. You like cornerbacks. You got the eye for the pros and cons of these guys. So what do you like about George Sellers, and how will he adapt to the DML element?
Man, so this George Sellers kid, man, let's just get right down into it. This team was loaded this year, right? And this kid, you could definitely see that he stood out amongst a whole bunch of dogs. So for me, man, I try to base myself around my defense. This kid right here is a bona fide number one overall pick. Hoping he runs good later on in the combine, but when, like Bus said, we going off of your on field, what you've done. Straight up, this kid locks everybody down. You're not getting a pass off him, and he's picking the ball off too. So, uh, I'm with you here, man. He gonna be a hell of a baller. I was scratching my head when you said the Falcons picking number one.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my gosh,
the
man.
Falcons unfortunately went 0-16 this year,
Back,
and
backing up the tank in Atlanta.
and and, and they solidified that first overall pick, man. And I'm hoping George Sellers comes in and allows this Atlanta organization to get back to the winning sides of things, man. And now, this is the one thing about George that I wanted to talk about. So, looking at all the rookies that are heading to the combine down there in Indy, if you notice, there there are two other South Carolina defensive players going down there, and they both played on the defensive line. Now, I wonder if Sellers, I guess, production and success came from those DNs being able to get at the quarterback.
Definitely, man. I mean, he would be a fool to say that them boys didn't allow him to play more freely and do his thing out there. But I mean, to the same credit that you give the D lineman is the same credit that you got to give him because they can literally put 8 people in the box if they wanted to, or 9 people, 10 people in the box. And if it's one receiver out there, say, hey, you are on an island on your own. He's not catching the ball. And he will completely take out your number one threat. So it's
Yeah.
like they play hand to hand. Does that defensive line make him better? Allow him to be a little bit more aggressive on balls? Absolutely. He can take chances. He's given that luxury with that D line. But again, this kid has great fundamentals. He has great technique. He's very smooth in and out of his breaks. His back pedal looks like butter. You know what I'm saying? Boy, back pedal look like butter. You know what I'm saying? He's smooth.
It's very smooth, man. I mean,
Man.
I contribute that to him going to, the Deion Sanders camps while he was young, man. But let's move on to the second overall pick, and this is a known team to be in the top 5.
It's your team. Say it. It's your team.
It's
your team.
It's the Steelers coming in at pick 2, and I got him going quarterback, man. The guy from Clemson, Gregory Tomlinson. Now, if he favors, my man Lawrence a lot. Lawrence actually allowed him to wear number 16 this year. So, now I got him going Gregory Tomlinson, man, because he at this moment he doesn't have a quarterback on the roster. He had Baker Mayfield last year, and he let him go to free agency. Now, from what I've been seeing in the rumors, he's actually put a few bids on a quarterback or two. So this pick may not happen, but I think no matter who he gets out of free agency, I don't think none of them are going to be good as Greg Tomlinson, man, from the head honcho out of Clemson. What do you think?
Hey, SC, and this is why I say this is your team. That Clemson team is your team, boss. You know them like the ins and out. You know this kid, right? So I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to God that he picks somebody else up in free agency, so this kid can go to a team and actually be a good DML quarterback. I'm tired of these good QBs going to these sorry ass motherfucking teams, and then they get traded 2 years later, and they be like, "Oh, the motherfucker's broke." No, nigga, you broke. Stop picking good quarterbacks and breaking them. God damn it. So You know what? I hope to God that Thompson, hey son, I am praying that you go to a good home. If you don't, hold out.
Yeah.
Eli did it.
Yeah. He should hold out. And possibly, try to go to another team. Now, and the reason I got him picking quarterback, last year, Pittsburgh went wide receiver, which was the fastest wide receiver in the draft. Which Gold has some issues with the Pittsburgh organization, and he's not there no more. So, if he does select Tomlinson, man, he won't have Gold to throw to. But coming out of Clemson, man, he's used to throwing to top-notch receivers, man. Many people call Clemson now the wide receiver U. I'm sure Bama and Miami fans will have something to say about that, but this guy's he's good, man. I mean, 6'3", 225. He's a very good field general and who can orchestrate any team up and down the field, man. So
gunslinger is definitely what he is, man. He's gonna get that ball where it needs to be. A great kid, man. I wish him the best for sure, man. He's definitely gonna be a bright star no matter where he goes.
Gotcha. Now let's go back to the South Carolina Gamecocks, and this is one of those DNs that we were talking about earlier that was helping George Sellers become the type of player that he is. Now you got Brandon Clark, DN out of South Carolina. I'm sorry. This guy is a complete monster on the field. And as you see in the photo against Penn State, 55-62 tried to double team him. And he simply just split it like a slice of bread. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this guy on the field for the Bengals, and the Bengals got a lot of holes, but I think looking at the team, they need to address the defensive end, and drafting Brandon Clark will give them an immediate impact player. Now, is he going to be an X factor or a superstar? We don't know. Now, based on his numbers, he's that guy.
He's that dude, that's for sure.
So 6'5", 274. He has great power moves, man. Great pursuit. He can get after the quarterback. So being in a division like the AFC North where you got Lamar Jackson, I don't know any other the quarterbacks there because either they're not good or they're in free agency now. So I just know Lamar Jackson, and
Oh.
yeah, that's it. So if you get him on the field, he'll run around all day and be able to chase the quarterback, man. So what do you think about Brandon Clark out of South Carolina?
Um, the kid's a baller, bro. That's for sure. I was really laughing at the last point you made because you were right about that. Lamar Jackson is the only returning starter out that whole division,
Yeah,
if I remember correctly. But back to this Clark kid, man. If you like to be able to drop 8 people in coverage and rush 3, and you know you got a badass DN that's gonna whoop ass every play, whether it's swim moves, bull rush, he's gonna get to the quarterback, and it's
yeah,
gonna be rather quickly. And you know what I'm saying? And people always like, man, how you get through with 3? Because I got a dude like Clark on my team. Like he's one of them dudes you don't gotta blitz.
right.
You don't even gotta send 4. Shit, send 2 if you want to. I know it's against the rules, but the motherfucker still get through. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like he's a dog. So if he lands with them Bengals, man, hey, use him properly because he can cause havoc, man. I honestly see him as like a young Saxton, like that Washington football team has, man. Because
yeah.
you can kind of move him around on that line too. You don't really got to get him stuck on that edge. He
Hmm.
can cause havoc on the inside too. He's gonna make his money on the outside, but man, this kid's a baller, bus.
Right.
A baller.
As you see, man, it's we have two players coming out of South Carolina going in the top 3. So that tells me that defense over there this year was probably one of the best in the nation. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I mentioned earlier, there's 3 guys that could potentially go top 5 out of the University of South Carolina, man. And Brandon Clark is one of them, man. So as long as he can keep his head straight on and off the field, this guy will be a guy who can wreak havoc on any team and any player that's in front of him, man. So a shout out to Brandon Clark, man. You know, potentially going to the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's keep it moving, man. Coming in at pick 4, we have the Detroit Lions, and
Uh,
man, this is tough. La-
uh,
this is tough. Last year, the Lions went DB and they selected Marco Montague, and then the year before that they went O line and got Worthy out of Georgia. Well, this guy likes to pass the ball a lot, and he has favors as the quarterback, so he got to get him some more weapons. So I got him going Ben Carmichael, wide receiver out of Michigan, man. Like, what do you think about Carmichael? I mean, being the first wide receiver off the board.
um, what camera am I supposed to look into? Camera 1. All right, here it goes. Mr. Carmichael, man, I feel so sorry for you that you got to go to this sorry ass team, bro. You ain't never gonna be good. Stats ain't never gonna be good. You going to a bum ass owner. Your life's gonna fucking suck from here on out. So you got 2 options: retire as soon as you get drafted, or live miserably. You're good, but the situation you going to is shit. That's all I gotta say, Bus.
Yeah, he man, I don't know, man. It's Carmichael to the Lions. It's a great pick, but his career could be over before it started. He's definitely gonna come in there and compete and probably be a starter. He's a deep threat coming in at 6'4", 235.
Oh,
And
he'll easily get 65 catches on the year. Probably end up with 900, even maybe 1,000 yards. But
yes, he kind of reminds me of an old player that from Michigan, a better version of a David Terrell. And we all know David Terrell got drafted by the Bears, wasn't really good, but Carmichael is that guy who's gonna be a difference maker for any team. He has a high vertical, man. I mean, I saw him the other day, man, jump out of a pool just like on a vertical, like.
hey, that Bus, I can tell you right now, ain't no easy task, bro.
Bruh, hey, I know as an analyst, as an overweight analyst, I just get in the pool. You know what I'm saying? We not trying. We taking our time getting out. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, even even though they haven't done the combine yet, man, I really expect him to run about a 4.45. at 6'4", 235 or 4'5" is actually pretty good. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
man. If he runs that bus, don't be surprised if you see him become that gold replacement up
In Pittsburgh.
in Pittsburgh, man. If he can do that, because we think this kid can fly. Like all bullshit aside,
Yeah.
this kid's a baller, man. Playing in the Big Ten,
Mm-hmm.
you getting more run, more run. You got to block a little bit. So this kid's run blocking is actually fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But when it's time, you need that big third down. You need that big first down on third down or in the red zone jump ball. Like this kid has so many tools and nooks and crannies. He's quick. He can get off the line. You can't press him. His route running is run precisely to the damn nth of the degree.
Yeah.
Kid doesn't let anything come into his body. Everything's caught with his hands, man. He has strong hands. Very smart kid too, IQ wise. He knows coverages. Oh man.
So
He could be the surprise of this draft, man.
right. So with all that being said, does he come in, possibly as a Detroit Lion and immediately just take over the locker room? Because he was a 5-star coming out of high school. He started every game, for his collegiate career. He started as a freshman, so he could potentially come in and he could be wearing that C on his jersey as a captain. I see him as a great leader, and being, the state of the Detroit Lions, I think they need a spark, and I think Mr. Ben Carmichael can come in there and give them that spark that they need. So
yeah, tagging him up with Peoples Jones, I think who he acquired last year,
yeah,
and probably didn't have the season that he wanted to have. I think he could have a good 1-2 combo with him.
Two Michigan guys, man. So that could be a 1-2 nice little tandem down there, man. But let's keep it moving, man. To pick number 5, and we got the New Orleans Saints coming in, and I got them going Chris Tyson from the Ohio State Buckeyes, man.
Buckeyes.
Now, last year the Saints went they went defense again. They went defense last year. They went Nathan Sutton, who was the number 1 overall pick. So, well, no, he was the first, not number 1 overall. He was the first round pick for the Saints. Let me retract that statement. But
he was the number 1 true talent player in the draft last year. He was the number 1 rated. So he did have a really good defensive pick last year. And like you said, coming back with Tyson,
yes,
that can be very interesting for him, man. That I think that blueprint is really kind of the Buzz's blueprint right there, man. You get one good D lineman, and why not add another one right behind it and another one right behind it, because you can just rotate them in and out and keep them fresh, man. And listen, the game is it starts and ends on the D line. If you can get through like that, man, it's over with. So I like it.
Yeah, I like Chris Tyson, man, coming out of Ohio State, coming in at 6'6", 272. He's a guy that can play 3-4 standing up, or he can play the 4-3 with his hand in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? And as you see in the picture, he's always around the ball, man. I just like this guy, man. And let's think about the DNs that have came out of Ohio State.
Ooh.
The big name, as in Chase Young.
We got Chase Young, the
Bosa brothers. So any DN coming out of Ohio State, you at least got to give them a look. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't looking, then something's wrong. You might need to get some new people in your draft room board, man. But Chris Tyson comes off the edge so quick. He has quick hands, quick feet. He has no wasted movement. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I would really like to see, I want to see him get bulk up a little bit. He has even though he's 6'6", 272, I think he can get a little stronger in the lower body to give him a little bit more oomph when he's coming off the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once he gets there, he's gonna hit you.
This is the thing I like about him too, man, and a lot of people don't know. You said he's great with his hands. Well,
yes.
This kid actually trained with the same, I don't know if y'all seen the video, the same knife defensive line coach, that he actually has pads on his arms, and he has stainless steel, sharp knives, and it's the defensive lineman's job to use good hand techniques and not get cut and not danger themselves with it. And this kid goes to him, same dude that Aaron Donald went to, and tore shit up. So his foundation is solid as it comes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you said, he's not as strong in the keister as most people would like, but I can tell you what, you're not gonna pancake him.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, it might end in a stalemate.
Yeah.
You know, but like you said, if he got a little bit stronger, he would be a whole nother animal, man. Because then you really can't fuck with him at that point.
Right. See, if he gets stronger, he can actually set that edge a lot better than what he's doing now. I mean, if you look at some of the film, in some of these Ohio State games, you can tell that guys kind of favor running to his side because he doesn't set the edge as he needs to. But getting that lower body strength will allow him to do that and become an overall player that can stop the run and rush the passer. So, enough with the Saints, man. Let's move on to pick number 6, and that's the Arizona Cardinals coming in, and I got them going receiver, man. Like,
hey, back up the tank, back up the tank, back up.
Yeah.
The tank, say back up the tank. Say
Yeah, the tank ran. The tank was full up, and it ran all season, and it stopped at pick 6.
Come on, OG Murray, man. Come on.
So right here, man, I got him taking Tavares Matthews, wide receiver out of Notre Dame. Now he could go elsewhere, but watching the Cardinals play during the season, man, he likes to pass the ball, and I think he needs to. Even though Isabella's getting older, bringing in Tavares Matthews gives you a little younger receiver, a bigger guy at 6'4", 225, where the spotlight is not always on Isabella. Now, he's a big dude. He's shaped more almost like a tight end, player. But coming out of Notre Dame, how do you think he's going to be able to compete in a league like the DML and over there with the Seahawks, the LA Rams, and the 49ers, who has one of the best defenses in the DML?
I think, Buzz, that's where the problem's probably gonna lie. It's not gonna be. I think we can talk about this kid and how good he is, but I think this is one of those situations where I think the dogs that are in that conference might be able to rattle this one young. Like, it's a difference between being a dog going against dogs every now and then. Like, you got to play like shits and giggles. You got to play Tre'Davious White maybe week 3. Maybe you don't got to play Gilmore until week 9. You know what I'm saying? This dude's gonna have to go dogs every other damn week with that fucking division, man, and that's hard for I think a rookie to come out and kind of take that role from Isabella, because like you said, Isabella's getting old, man. He can only do it for so much longer, and this would be the heir apparent to that, man. And Kyler Murray needs somebody because he's gonna be able to do his thing until Kingdom Come. But I think this is probably going to be one of them situations where that division is either going to make or break that kid real early.
Right.
And I'm gonna go with fuck that. I'm gonna go with he's gonna be a stud. I think he's gonna prove all the doubters wrong. I think him and Kyler are gonna have a real early connection. Give Isabella a little bit of a break. I think he'll be more of his short go-to target at first, and as he gets more comfortable, they're gonna let him start using those wheels and be more deceptive and getting deep. But I like this kid for this pick, man. Fuck it, Chris Murray. I think it's gonna be a good pick for you, dog. You better use that boy right.
Yeah, I think Matthews will be a great pick. Some people say Matthews is better than Claypool, who came out of Notre Dame. That I don't know. I mean, Matthews would have to come into the DML and pretty much prove himself the first year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's gonna have to catch on to the, I guess, the language and the X's and O's in Arizona real quick. So to actually give an impact, to that team and to the league. I really would have liked to see the Cardinals go O-line, but knowing the type of owner that they have, I think he goes with the sexy pick. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he went O-line and the card came in late and he was just stuck with This guy, you know,
Mm.
I don't know.
I can see it. I can see it.
So let's move on to pick 7, man, and we got those Chicago Bears coming in at pick 7.
All right, newbie.
So this is the homie. I think his PSN is Easy E. Is it Easy E? I think
I believe so. I believe so. I
I think
call him
it's
coach. I
okay.
call him coach. Yeah,
So
we gonna call him
Coach
coach.
came in. He took over the Bears, man. Now I played Coach in the Blueprint, which is our developmental league, and this guy is actually pretty good. Um, if you know his style, he's the type of person that likes to run the ball. Now the Bears have a lot of holes, so I've never really seen how him and his team, conduct their draft boards and drafts. So I'm gonna go with the safe pick here, and I think he picks one of the best running backs in the rookie class, and that's Theo Tarbert. Now, Gav, I know back in your heyday you played wide receiver, so you know kind of like how the offense is supposed to operate, and you can see studs from a mile away.
Yeah.
Is Theo Tolbert out of Clemson, 6'2", 206? Is he a stud or is he a dud?
Um, I'll say this, man. I don't think Clemson has had the best track records when it comes to running back,
Mm-hmm.
but in in a season like this where this kid had, man, where he was running the ball with great pad level, I think was the real big thing to me, because I think years prior he ran a little bit too high for me. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think he would have made it too long in the NFL. But this year I think he made an emphasis. He dropped them pads a little bit lower and he started delivering blows. And I think that is kind of the click for him. Um, I don't know how long he's gonna last, because running backs don't last too long.
Right.
But I think he'll get a Bears a nice little spark to jump off with losing Akers, which is
Mm-hmm.
a key piece to their team. No matter what owner they had, they gonna run their ball in Chicago, and I think this kid gets them back to running the ball on offense, playing hard defense, and trying to win ball games, man.
Yeah.
So I think this is a really good pick for the Bears,
Yeah. Well,
and
I mean,
and I think this kid lasts too. That's what I think this motherfucker tears shit up.
yeah.
Not against me, but against everybody.
I mean, Tobin is a elusive back at 6'2", 206, and I went to a few games down there in Death Valley, man, and I seen this guy just hit the hole and just go. So I'm trying to see him as maybe a 4. I think he'll break 4.42 in the 40.
Ooh.
I think he's going to be a speedster, man, and he's going to be that guy that, as you mentioned earlier, that comes in and replaces Cam Akers. Now, the only knock on him is, and I'm going back to my man Tiki Barber, high and tight. He has the tendency to kind of carry the ball like a loaf of bread, and this kind of like McCoy.
It's loose.
It's loose, so he has a fumble problem, man. So I'm going to advise Coach, aka Easy, to get him in a program like the movie The Program, where he said, "Hey man, if y'all knock this ball out his hand and somebody bring it to me, the Theo Tobert is in trouble."
Mm.
You have to get him in a situation where he's be able to where he can protect the ball, because if you don't, your season in the NFC North and the DML is gonna be very long, man. So we got to get him to protect the ball.
Facts.
Moving on to number 8, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is that other DN that we mentioned earlier, man, that helped
Mm-hmm.
Sellers become the guy he is. This is Bobby Shorts. What a name, Bobby Shorts.
Yeah.
So
Ain't nothing short about him.
nothing short about Bobby Shorts.
At
So
all.
as you know, Bobby Shorts teamed up with Brandon Clark and pretty much wreaked havoc
Mm.
in the SEC. One or the best division in college football. Now, Shorts come in at 6'2", 264, has great power, great finesse move, great pursuit. Now he's kind of like the opposite of Clark. Clark is more like a power guy, run stopper. This guy comes off the edge, quick and gets to the quarterback. So, and we all know, Mr. Stephen A. Is he a product of having Clark on the other side, or is Clark a product of having Shorts on the other side? Like,
I don't think we've ever seen this in a college defensive line situation. Maybe when Clemson had the Power Rangers, but even then it was four of them, right?
Yeah.
Like these two are literally like the Mighty Duck equivalents of like the Bash Brothers, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's like them, like you said, them on the field together. Listen, you can let your center pick up whoever's in the middle and tell your guard and tackle, hey, double team them two niggas.
Right.
And they gonna get through. Like them are literally two grown ass men playing against little ass boys, and it's fun. It's fun to watch them debate about who's better because you can really see that's like they'll tell they one to say, hey, I'm better than others. Like, no, I'm better. Like, man, fuck out of here. Like they really go at it. Like it's really more of a competition. Like who's better on the field. So like, to answer your question, I'm gonna say just because they're so great, they're actually products of each other.
Gotcha.
Because I don't think we've ever seen two dogs be on the field at the same time.
Yes.
And then push each other the way that they do. Like it's crazy the numbers that them two dudes had by themselves.
Right.
Then to have a top corner back there just to, oh man.
It was always meet me at the quarterback every play.
Bruh. And you can see it too. Like let somebody like if Shorts would have got there first, man, you can see other motherfucker like, God damn it, bro. Like he's like he's happy for him, but at the end of the day, he's pissed too. Like, oh no, I gotta come back in and step my game up. So it's like,
right. So they kind of fed off of each other, man, and they both helped the South Carolina team have one of the best defenses in the nation, as I mentioned before. Now I think what's gonna give Mr. Bobby Shorts, a better career is that he's being picked at number 8 and Clark is being picked at number 3. I think this is the worst thing you could have did was pick Bobby Shorts at number 8 because he's going to have a chip on his shoulder and he's going to show you who was the best D lineman at South Carolina during that time. So I like Mr. Shorts, man. He's gonna be good down there in Philly. So
sure.
Let's keep it moving, man. And right now, we have the Miami Dolphins, who actually traded up to get this pick. I think they traded picks 18 and 19 in the first round to get to pick number 9.
Wow.
So this pick right here is a little weird because they let Tua walk, and all season long he was talking about trying to find him a quarterback that can really, put him over the hump. So, I got him taking Gabe Dawson out of Arkansas, man. I think this guy kind of reminds people of Kyler Murray. As you see, he had number 1 on, for the season. But I think this guy could be the guy that probably gets Miami Dolphins back to the playoffs and get them a little bit more excited about the DML season. What do you think about Mr. Gabe Dawson?
I'm scratching my head on the trade and the let go of Tua because I see Tua in Gabe Dawson.
Okay.
And that's not even a knock to either of them. Like I think Tua was a great quarterback young. I think this kid's gonna literally have the same career path.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna be a really good quarterback. Depending on what version of tight work we get, whether it's the ground and pound or air it out tight work, I mean, we'll tell what type of stats he puts up. But
yeah,
I think it's gonna be Tua S numbers. So
gotcha.
To be honest, I'm kind of scratching my head because I get it. You went for the younger version of Tua, but yeah. I think he gets you another 2 out of this, Mr. Work.
I think they're similar, but Gabe Dawson is actually way bigger than Tua. He's 6'5".
He is 230. He is a statue.
Yeah,
I will say that.
6'5", 230. I think he has a bigger arm. I mean, his accuracy is on point. And I don't think he got the benefit of having a great wide receiver core down there in Arkansas. But if he gets drafted to the Miami Dolphins, he immediately has two of the best wide receivers in the league. So, yeah, I expect Gabe Dawson to excel in Miami if that's where he chooses. Well, if Typework chooses to draft him,
Choose that route. Yeah.
right? So, man, let's get it going, man, and come into an end. We got the New York Giants at pick number 10. Now, this this team is made up of what when I get waiver wire players.
It's not the only one, but yeah.
It's but
It's
if you look at the team, this team is stacked, bruh. So I had a hard time really trying to figure out which direction they would possibly go. So, but when I looked at their team, I said they got to go O line. You know, they got a quarterback, they got a nice running back, they got plenty of stars on defense. So I got them taking the best O lineman in the draft, and that's Aiden. I can't even pronounce his name. Aiden Peralta.
Peralta.
Yeah, right tackle out of Penn State. So, um, man, this guy is the anchor of any O line that he goes to. He's going to come in and start immediately. He of course playing in the against the guys like Ohio State. He faced Chase Young a couple times. The other DN that we talked about, Chris Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
So I expect him to come into the DML and be the staple of that O line for the Giants. What do you think of Mr. Aiden Peralta?
Um, this kid reminds me, and I can't remember the dude's name. Is it Joe Thomas that got drafted by the Browns,
Yes.
and he was out on his boat? This is that type of kid, man. Like he don't give a damn about all the glam and all. He ain't gonna be at the draft. He's gonna be out. I think he said he was gonna be hunting in the forest with his dad and his granddad.
Yeah.
Family tradition that they gonna do. And he said, call him.
Yeah.
He'll have service. That's what he said. But that's the type of kid I see, man. Blue collar, don't really give a damn about having his name on the front of the paper. Like he just wants to get the job done, and y'all can have all the credit. Like let's win. That's his thing, and he's a beast up front, man. It's crazy, man, because we had so many good D linemen go ahead of him, and he's only had to face two of the three that we had go, and even that was a thrill to watch, man, because you could just watch two great players going back at it all game, man. So
Right.
I think this kid, like you said, is definitely going to be a foundational captain for that team, man, and he just gonna lead by example. And this might be the extra boost that team needs to get to that third or second spot in that division. So we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the sexy pick, but if you can get an old lineman, man, who could protect that blind side of your quarterback, this is the way. This is the guy to go, man. I mean, he's strong as an ox. I mean, he can move anybody off the line. Quick feet, quick hands, man. And I don't think he gave up a sack his entire career. So that's saying a lot. Now I'm not gonna say that's gonna happen in the DML because I
Some
mean,
dogs
yeah,
in that division alone.
in that
If he goes to
division
that division, it's some dogs.
he's gonna be in
But
trouble.
if
So
there's a rookie that could take that test on the chin and come back up and throw a blow,
yeah,
it's probably this dude right here, man.
it's him. So man, that was a quick rundown of picks 1 through 10 for the up and coming draft tomorrow night at 9:30. Hopefully these rookies are getting ready to attend the combine tonight, and hopefully we can see these numbers and then we'll really be able to tell where they're gonna go. If they're gonna be studs or if they're gonna be duds. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to
Pew
thank
pew.
I want to I want to thank my man Stephen A for jumping on with me doing the mock draft show, man. And hey, man, make sure you watch the show. Leave a comment. Tell us where you might think these guys will go. So
Hey, Bus, let Stephen A say one thing before you close down. Hey, listen, y'all, man. We know the Madden fatigue is here. You know what I'm saying? Got 2 seasons. We got this season in high stakes, man. Grind out. Let's get through this chunk, man. Then y'all can take y'all break, bro. Listen, ain't nobody else trying to hear all that stuff. We all know about life, bro. Let's get through this grind through this season, man. Let's put out some dope ass content while we do it, bro. Let's get back to doing the shit that made us us.
Right.
You feel me? So everybody, man, I don't care, man. If it's just you got to hop on for 5 minutes in the show, bro, let's just all do a little something just to get back and having fun with this shit for real, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, this league is only gonna be as fun as we make it, bro. So come on, bro, let's get back to it.
Gotcha. I see Kwame Brown, so Stephen A. he about to exit real quick.
Yeah, I'm out of here. I see y'all.